So I modeled a spider and rigged it so I can move it around and put it in different poses. Spider. So I 3D printed a whole bunch in resin. You'll notice some are missing legs. That's because the legs are very thin. And my initial batch, a lot of the legs broke off, so I did another batch with some with no legs, so I can try attaching wire instead. You can see the extra tiny supports. Especially on the teeny tiny ones, because I did a few different sizes. And they're going in the warps. Because again, the whole idea of this is a living nest, so instead of eyes, they're going to be egg sacs. Starting to paint them all just with a black first coat. So with these, I'm going to try this wire here just to make some legs or see if it's even viable to do so. And to attach the wire, I have some UV resin. That way I can just dip the wire, hold it up, and use a UV flashlight to cure it. Yeah, this is a handy dandy miniature holder I made. It's an old fish food container that I've filled with sand and put some skewers with sticky tack on there. Works pretty good. And that's just the UV flashlight curing the resin onto the teeny tiny spider. Which worked, but it's kind of hard to balance everything and see exactly where I am sticking the wire. It's good enough, I think. This is just a close-up. And it looks not great. And it could work, but yeah. So, gonna do some more painting. And nothing's in focus because my camera sucks at autofocus, apparently. So sorry about that. For the webbing, I'm just using old dryer sheets that I've saved. They're pretty good. You can stretch them out and get some different shapes and whatnot in them. And the spiders just kind of stick to them. Just like the El Cheapo Halloween webs and spiders. This is the general gist of what they're gonna look like and put in the face. Yeah, like I said, the dryer sheets, you can just kind of stretch them out, make them look more web-like. I'm making sure to tear edges so there's no hard, straight-lined edges. keep it looking organic. Thought they needed a little more contrast since they're going to be under a yellow orb. So I took out the handy dandy color wheel. And I got my kind of purple violet spiders. My yellow, almost amber looking, mainly yellow. So pick something in the middle. And I just looked through my model paints and found one I liked. I also wanted to have them not be so dark. I don't want to totally hide them inside of the orbs still. I want them to be somewhat visible. So just making a lighter violet, almost pink, magenta, I call it. And did a little bit of dry brushing just to give it some highlight. Here you can see with and without. So that more teal color, just painting the raised areas, the dots along the back, and then adding a stripe. Again, sorry for the crappy autofocus. I need to practice manual focus. Just kind of set things up. When I'm working, I don't always pay full attention to what's going on the tiny screen of the camera. Sorry about that. So I also 3D printed more teeny tiny spiders. I didn't like how the wire looked. They just looked janky. So I filled up the build plate with tiny spiders and just hoped they would print well and survive, which they did. I have many, many spiders. The supports are so thin, I can just kind of pinch and pull them off. And I mixed in some flexible resin, so even after it's cured, it's got some flex in it, so it's not as brittle as just a straight ABS-like resin would be. So I'm just getting these all cleaned up and ready to go.